So you join us live down at Dover Port, where hundreds of people are trying to now leave because they think the borders reopened. But what they haven't worked out and what they haven't planned for is you need a valid test certificate to leave this evening. Now, police are working really, really hard to try and advise people, but they're not taking the hint. The police haven't got any magic certificates. They're not going to do you any favours. So if you haven't got a test certificate, don't bother coming down, because you ain't going to get in. It's chaos down here at the moment. People are saying there's no information. If you need to get a test, you need to go onto the government website to get a test booked at Manston. All these people all queuing in now. We'll show you. They're all sat here, all wondering how they're going to get home. They've all been told they need to go and book a test on the gov.uk website, but they're not listening. So there's queues and queues and queues. So everyone all thought they were all going to get out, but they're not. Still not getting out. Lots of locals down here having a bit of a giggle. So here we are there. People being turned away, lots of remaining people. No test, not going. So, have you tried to leave tonight then, guys, yeah? No test, not leaving. So all these people, where are you from, mate? Romania? Yeah? Yeah? No. You need an English test. English test. You need to book a test on a government UK website, and then go up to Manston Airport to the drive-through and get a certificate from there. You can't make it up. That's the rules, that's the law. All these people are still stuck here. We'll show you. It's miles and miles and miles and miles and miles of traffic. We'll just show you. Right away down there, these poor police. People aren't listening. There's one man here who's not really listening. He's blocking the whole queue. Hasn't got a COVID test. He needs to move. You need to go on the government website, gov.uk, and book a COVID test, mate.
Yeah, back round. But first of all, put your phone down, otherwise you can get a fine. Okay. Put your phone down, finish your call, say goodbye. Yes. Say goodbye on your phone, put the phone down. Sorry. Well done. Okay, now start up and...
Okay.
Roundabout. Yeah, back round and park up.
Okay.
Alright? Not at the moment.
No, you need a COVID test.
Sorry.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Crazy. Look, none of these people are listening. None of these people are taking any notice. They're all just turning up thinking that the police are going to wave a magic wand. There's some English people as well. So all it is for French people that have got a positive COVID test, a negative COVID test, that they've had done in the UK in the past 72 hours. Borders are open, but unless you've got that COVID test, you're not going anywhere. There's our man there. All these people all think they're all going to get out, but they're not. It's only French citizens and that's it. And it's pouring with rain, it's horrible. We're just gonna, here we are. Nobody's listened. Everyone's turned up here thinking they're getting to get out, but they're not. And the weather's foul, the weather's horrible. Massive shout out to the police, honestly, she's got a hell of a job. These are Dover police, these aren't Kent police, these are Dover Port police. And they're getting hassled, they're just getting, people are just being horrible. Got a lot of Kent police here that will work this for you. There's a couple of Kent police there, they're coming down. Absolutely is a horrible situation, but they need to get them book a test. There's a couple of Kent police there. How people don't live, how do you get a test? You need to go onto the government website and you need to book a test. You need to put in the Manston Airport postcode and it will book you a test. Hundreds of people all still trapped. And they're now blocking the roads because they don't want to move to get into Dover. So the people that can get out can't get down. France won't let people in at all, so they've said no test, no positive test, then you ain't coming out. They're not letting you in. All these people still being turned away. It's a terrible situation. It is a terrible situation. It's raining, it's pouring, and it is horrible. It's absolutely horrible. We're going to come back down this way. Here we are, all these people just being turned away. That's what I said, a negative don't. It's a negative test, but you still got to have a test. Got people begging to get out of the country. It's horrible weather. We'll just try and clean this because it's absolutely pouring. It's horrible. It is chaos, and the poor police have. There's about 4 or 5 police officers that have been left to deal with this.
I'm trying to help you. If you start trying to do that, I'll just send you away. Your GPS. This. GPS. Go there. Get test. Come back. Understand? This is not a test. It's a book. Okay? GPS, go here. No. GPS, go there.
This guy's really giving the police hassle. He just needs. He's been sent away because he's trying to blag a test. He's booked it, but he hasn't done it. I guess it is down to education, but like we keep saying, book a test. No test. If you haven't got a certificate to say you haven't got COVID, don't bother coming down to the port. All you're doing is wasting your time. All you're doing is delaying trying to get out or trying to get out of the country. Go and do what the rules say. Don't try and bend the rules. That bloke is just trying and trying and trying. He's tried every police officer, and the police officer gives him better friendly advice and said, go and book the test. Here's a GPS to go up to Manston, get your test done, come back. police don't want to keep you here. They don't want to keep you here unnecessarily. They want you to listen to the rules. Go and get yourself a test. If you're watching this, share it around. If you can speak Polish, if you can speak Romanian, please write in the comments. You need a valid test that's got a negative test result before you come down to the port. Do not bother coming down to the port tonight thinking you're going to blag your way out. It doesn't matter who you know, whether or not Macron's your best friend, your neighbour or your granny. Unless you have a test result that says negative, do not come down to the port. All you are doing is clogging up the port.
You can't park there, chef. You need to move. Somebody's blocking a road.
Go and park up there, look!
That's not a problem. As in, that's not a card. Without individual test with name, date and time, you cannot enter. I've already told you about 4 or 5 times now.
I'm a transit.
No, I'm talking. Get a test or do not come back.
I'm a, sorry, I'm a transit.
That's not my fault.
In the
You need to get a test.
Go-
I've
go-
told you this already.
Doesn't matter if you are only the transit.
It doesn't
Only
matter
for
what you are.
transit.
You need a test.
I'm only for
You
transit.
need a test for each individual person.
I accepting.
Listen, got a phone? Got your mobile?
Yeah.
Mobile phone. Go on to gov.uk, book COVID-19 test. Put in the postcode for Manston Airport. Manston Airport. To drive up to Manston Airport to the drive-through with your appointment and the code, and then you get your test done. Yeah? Right. Driving around here, you're wasting your times, guys. Hmm?
Would be nice. Would be nice if it's so quick.
Here we are, all these people disappointed, thinking that they were going to get out, and they ain't. We want to keep you longer. All these people are being turned away. All these poor people are stuck in the rain here, a lot of these. Because they are just trying to get away. They just want to go home for Christmas, and the police aren't giving them hassle. They're not being unreasonable either. Sweet, anyone put it in Polish for me? If you got it Romanian, Polish. Are you English?
No, Romanian.
Romanian, look, Romanian, come onto this live stream, look, Romanian. Getting people Romanian there.
Yeah, so we can
Yeah.
cross or no?
No negative test, no crossing. You need to go to the website, gov.uk, book COVID test, put in a postcode for Manston Airport and travel up to Manston, and then you get a test. Once you get a negative certificate, you can travel. Here we are, it is pouring with rain tonight, guys. It's absolutely horrible. I'm just going to flick this around and show you again. Look, it's just non-stop, hours and hours and hours of traffic. You can put it in Polish. I'm sure there's some Polish people on there that can translate this for me. It must be very, very stressful for the police because people just aren't listening. Here we are, look, loads of people just stuck here, look. All these guys here just don't know where to go. They all come down to the port thinking they're going to get out. No test. A lot of Romanian people stuck here because they've got no tests. So they won't let them out. They've got to all go to Manston Airport and get a test to get out. I don't know if you want to share this, people. Somebody can translate it into Polish for me. No negative test certificate, no exit. There is nowhere for them to be put up, I don't think. I think they've all travelled down thinking they're all going to get out. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of vehicles. I mean tons. This goes back to the A2, goes right the way back, we'll show you. There's absolutely tons and tons. It is free on the NHS yet. Who's having a go? I'm just talking bollocks, am I? Okay, I'm not talking bollocks. You need to go and get a test. Honestly, mate, I don't know who you are. Some people are gone. But the thing is, if they get in and they're not valid, the French will send them back. They'll send them back out the port. They've been stuck for a few days, but they've also been told, get a test before you come down to the port. Don't come down to the port without a negative test. So all they're doing is putting themselves through more stress. I'm wearing a mask. I've got a mask on now, look. That's my mask. I'm wearing one. Everyone's got masks on. There's my mask.
Yeah, on the go. Yeah, book a test and then get
Gov.uk. Go on to gov.uk. Put in COVID-19. Look, if you go on this stream, somebody's translated it for you. Look, I'll show you. Where is it? Can somebody put a Romanian translation up for booking a test for me, please? Somebody put that up there quickly.
All right. We're gonna do that.
have a test booked. So you need to go to Folkestone. Yeah, you need to go to Folkestone to get the test done. Okay, and then as soon as you've done that, you can come. Go ahead.
Some people are getting confused. You have to have the test certificate to say negative. Just because you've got a test booked, you won't get in.
Yeah, I've only just been briefly checking to make sure that it is an actual test. Stuff.
Let's not turn this into a trolling session. Let's try and help people that are stuck. Put it in different languages for me so they can read it.
Are you a YouTube blogger?
I'm Kent999.
Get online. Perfect. Thanks for your
Kent,
help.
that's all right, no problem. Trying to stop people to come. So just book a test and don't waste your time coming down here. Don't stress yourself sitting in this traffic, because if you haven't got a negative test certificate, you're not getting out. Like I said, this is Kent999. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter. The police working really, the weather is absolutely, like it was the other night, foul and horrible. They don't want to keep you here any longer than you want to be here. So just make it quick and easy. Book the test, go and get the test done, come down with your negative test certificate and get on a boat, go home, enjoy your Christmas. You know, this is going to be the norm, isn't it? Every time we leave the country now, we're going to need a test, so we might as well get used to it. Fara negative, what is it? We're going to learn some Romanian. Fara test negative. They are Fara test. We're going to learn the languages by the end of the night, but the queues are just going to get longer and longer and longer because everyone thinks the port's open. Unless you have a negative test certificate on your phone or printed and you've had a test that's valid in the last 72 hours, do not come down to the port because you will be disappointed. you get the opportunity to go around this magic roundabout.
Hello, sir. At the moment, you are free and I cannot travel. But you will need more. Pardon? You're a driver, yeah. This cannot travel at the moment. It's not open. Do you have a negative test? It's not open yet. Do you have a negative test? Don't know. Do you have a negative COVID test? Yeah, do you have one? It's not here. It's not here. It's not here.
Hello, mate. You right?
Oh,
Okay? You'll have to
You good?
journalist.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We were just telling people not to come down here if they're afraid. We're trying to get it done in different languages to show people
nice
that.
one.
So what we're saying, we've got a police officer here. He, you know, this isn't rubbish. They're not trying to waste your time. They're not trying to make you stress. All you're going to do is get a trip around a magic roundabout and send back out of Dover. The whole point is, go onto the gov.uk website, free COVID test, put in the Manton Airport postcode as a drive-through, get your test done, come down with a test certificate on your phone or print it out, and they'll let you out. At the moment, only vehicles can get out, freight can't get out, so don't even waste your time. All you're going to get a trip courtesy of Dover and Kent Police around the magic roundabout.
Oh, no. Sorry, I didn't mean to shout over your vlog there.
You're cool. And don't, honestly,
Hold on. Do you want this one, but you're alright?
and don't be driving on your phone either, because it's naughty, especially in front of the police. We thought we'd come down and spread a bit of Kent love. That is poor drivers, because they spent all that time queuing up to get to the front of the queue and they've got nothing. The police are trying their best. They're trying in different languages. I'm trying to help them by all you lovely people translating it and for us showing the people down there. So keep translating it for us. Keep putting up the Polish for me every so often, the Romanian, and when we see it, we can show the people. And it is pouring with rain. Share this around, guys. Share this to your people that are trying to travel. If you've been following us the past few days, we've been up at Manton and everything else. Here we are, look. More coming up, more queues of people, loads of people, look. All coming up. They're all beeping because they want to come down, but all they're going to do is get a trip around a magic roundabout. Can I pin the comments? I can try. If you put them in all your different languages, I will try and pin the comments. I don't know, I don't think we can do that. If you keep putting them up, if you put the comments up, it's very, very difficult because there is a bit of a language barrier and people aren't understanding. Unless they've got a negative test, they ain't getting out. And if you're overseas freight as well, you're not getting out either at the moment. All it is French residents and people that have got permanent leave in France, or they've got a second residence with leave in France. That's all there is. Why are they being turned away? They're being turned away because they haven't got a negative test, and freight is not allowed to leave either. They're not accepting freight tonight. So if you're thinking of travelling and you've got a negative test for freight, you ain't getting out either. The only people getting out is French. It's all the French people. All you're going to get for your trouble tonight coming down, unless you've got a COVID test certificate that's got negative, you're going to get a trip around that roundabout. which is really sad because there's lots of people that have queued hours. But get on a website, book the test before everyone else gets on it and books it. This is what's going on. These poor people are sat here. They've travelled down. How long did it take you to drive down? What language do you speak? Romanian? No English. Russian. You're Russian. I'd go and get the vodka. No test, no trouble tonight. They won't let people out. This guy's Russian. No one can get out. I don't need to Google Translate. You guys are going to put the translations up for me. Get a microphone. I've got a mask on. If I take the mask off, you can hear me. And it's raining. Kurwa. Don't be difficult. This man wants to hold the traffic up. Come on, mate, don't be difficult. Go and book a test, mate. You ain't gonna go nowhere, are you? All you're gonna do is get yourself nicked. You Polish, yeah? Just if you move, yeah, move over there. Go on, mate. Honestly. Sweet. Go on. Lots of people. He's moving now. Here we are, still more people, lots of Romanians coming down. Some have got tests, some have followed the rules, some have listened. No, it's that one. He's moved now. He's going to go and book a test. They're not being messed around. There's other test sites. There's Folkestone. You need to put in different postcodes. Book it on gov.uk. Book a COVID test. Well, they will. They're going to have to. If that's what they've agreed, they're going to have to cope with the level of testing. But it's going to be a couple of days, isn't it? I need to put in the Manston Airport postcode, and it'll give you the drive-through. I think it's CT11. I think you have to look it up. Google Kent International Airport. We're just going to wipe this because it's raining again. These poor people. Look, this guy's got an umbrella. I might get an umbrella. But like I said, Google around on there, put in different postcodes. There are other testing sites. So CT12 5BQ for people just joining us. If you want to book a COVID test up at Manston, but they will, because they're building us a super test centre up there overnight. People aren't getting it. If you're freight, you aren't getting out. If you're French or you're in a car and you've got a negative test, you can go. No microphone or big screen. On the big screen, look. Where is it? I've got a big screen here, look. All these people are stuck. These people are stuck here. There's loads around the corner as well, there's tons. I am. Sometimes I get everywhere. Me, Adam. You should know me. We're down at the docks tonight. Here you are, look, they're all just stuck, mate. There's nothing they can do. I'm getting aggressive. No, I'm not getting aggressive. Absolutely. You know why? Because everyone's booking the tests. There's been loads down there. I'm getting aggressive. They're meant to know because they've been told, haven't they? There's been all this press coverage. They haven't been sat around doing now. Oh, it's Adam from the car cruise on the bridge. We need to hit some Ferraris. We do. Here we are. That's no problem. Well, we're going to come off for a bit, guys. We're going to probably go and have a look around somewhere else. So we'll shout you back in a minute.